let's get twisted. So this is actually the stretched out result of the braid out that I did while I was in the shower. I took it down yesterday just to see where my manageability is at, and I let it dry completely. I did get my hair a little bit wet in the shower this morning because I just had it in a poof because I know I was gonna do this. So I just got a little bit wet, reverted. I don't really want to say reverted back because I didn't straighten it, but kind of shrunk up a little bit on the ends while I was in the shower. But yeah, now we're gonna start our Bantu knots. I'm gonna start in the back just to get this first row knocked out. It doesn't need to be overly saturated, just a little bit more moisturized than dry. And again, smooth those ends out really well. And so take a section and we're going to flat twist. So I just took a section here, holding it in between my index and my thumb, and kind of like how you would take another little section here, do the same thing and crisscross them, and then slide your index finger through again on your whichever dominant hand you are. Take the weaker or less dominant hand, do the same thing, and just repeat and twist as close to the scalp as you can, because that tension that you're going to create at the scalp is going to keep your roots stretched. So don't create too much tension, but just enough so that you are twisting the stretch into place. And just keep, once you get to the hair that's off the scalp, just keep continuing as if you're just doing a regular double strand twist. With my brush, I go along just to smooth the ends out, making sure there's no tangles. I haven't crisscrossed the sections. I'm just maintaining the two pieces that I'm twisting all the way to the end, then twirl. And then begin this twist. Once you're done twisting all the way to the end, start to twirl this twist onto itself. And there's the first one. So the main point of me showing you this is that I twisted it at the scalp first to achieve stretch at the root, and then also this allowed me to control the definition of the curl pattern all the way to my root. And so doing that allows for, once you do take down your flat double strand twist Bantu knot, once you do take that down, you're going to see that you've achieved a ringlet pattern all the way from the root to the tip. So you separate your sections and just keep them separated from the root, twisting all the way to the end. Alright. By always doing this, by always smoothing down your cuticle, you're training it to lay down. The beauty of all hair, and especially 4C hair, is its ability to be trained. It's very trainable. So that's the thing we always need to keep in mind, that how you treat your hair, you're training your hair how to behave. So how you treat your hair is what you're gonna get. So okay, here we are in the home stretch. My battery keeps dying. Sorry. So let's get this over with. Let's knock this out. Bantu knots are traditionally the style to wear, meaning like once you style it like this, normally with much neater parts and uniformity all across, is a very beautiful style all on its own. So normally it's not done just to achieve a curl pattern or certain curl definition, but it is also a very effective way to do just that. So because it is a method created by us for this. I can only imagine, like, back in the day when the women would take down their Bantu knots, or men, and just how beautiful their hair was. Like, I just wish we could go back in time, y'all, and get more photos of natural hair, or just have more depictions of natural hair throughout ancient history, and just, man, the beauty, the magnificence. Because, you know, they weren't probably cutting their hair like we do on a regular here now in modern times, so they had length to work with, and they understood training your hair. They understood how to achieve manageability. So I can only imagine just how extravagant these styles really got. The whole tradition of ornating the hair with gold and jewels, you know, started with us. So, I mean, man, I can only imagine just how extravagant and intricate things truly got. I mean, we do have some photographs and some paintings that show us, to give us an idea, but seriously though, the Greeks and Romans was inspired, y'all. Inspired. Awe-inspired. Get this over with. Do I want to change the way this is? Nope. Product, because it's kind of a thick section. To my hands. It disappeared. You see it. I really do need to get a new brush. This brush makes my hair sound way rougher than what it is. But here we go. Smooth these ends out, because these are my babies. I really gotta take care of them. It's my old girls. My old girls. These old girls. So again, since this is going to be, I guess I'm just going to make a point to keep the hair directed this way. So I can start here and just stay pretty much in the middle of this section to give it that over direction. And I'm twisting this way, not that way. So the hair will, when I open it up like a Christmas present, when I unwrap it, it'll still want to fall that way. Taking again, make sure I'm not taking really big sections at the root. Twisting and twisting on itself. again, when I take these down, all this stretch that I got going on from the root to the mids to ends, it's going to give me a very smooth curl, very shiny curl. Twist, twist, twist. Smoothness achieved. Twisting it on itself. You gotta go inward, like Pharrell said. All right, I'm pretty much done for now. I mean, this is not the end game right here. This is just, you know, so that one, my hair has been set in a style that my ends are protected. So even if I did want to wear it, you know, that's on me. I didn't part it as neatly as I could have, but my ends are protected. Two, I've established smoothness. I smooth them out, smooth each hair strand out so it's stretched. And so I'm also protecting my hair from getting tangled up on itself. Which will help to alleviate how much brushing and combing and manipulating I have to do to remove tangles. And speaking of removing tangles, I'm just doing this. These are just kind of doing their own little weird thing out. Anyway, speaking of removing tangles, so this is how much hair is in my brush right now. That's not how much hair came out my head. And what I want to show you is that with the longer your hair gets, the more it's gonna look like more your hair is falling out. And we lose 50 to 100 hair strands a day. And so this is how much hair actually came out. I'm trying to stretch it to show you that it's just long, but it's not as bad as it looks. This is how much hair actually just came out. But it's long, so when it's bunched up together, it looks like this. It looks like a lot more than what it actually is. And that's also the nature of this 4C hair. Bunched up, it tends to look like, you know, like just a mass. Whereas you stretch it out and it tells a different story.